let's just get cozy. Do I look comfortable? Anyway, hello guys, it's Sav. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. It's been a little while. I haven't posted a video in like 3 weeks because I honestly just haven't had motivation, inspiration, enthusiasm. I feel like this time in the world is like difficult for everybody right now in those aspects. It's kind of hard to look forward to things in the future because nobody knows what's going to happen, which sucks, but we have to just deal with it. So I'm back for a video for you guys today, and I've been meaning to film this one for a while because it's kind of part of my personality, I guess. But if you don't know, I have my own freelance photography business. It's like not very consistent or regular. I just do it for fun and extra cash on the side. But I also have presets for sale on my website that I will link below. And today I'm going to show you how I edit my photos. So I will also insert some little screen grabs and videos over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're just going to start. I'm going to go into Google Photos because that's usually where I keep all of my stuff. Here's all my photos. I have an album created with some photos that I can edit for you guys today. These are mostly very old photos because I haven't been taking a lot of photos lately, but you'll get the gist of it. It doesn't really matter, you know. So I'm going to save all these to my phone actually really quick. Okay, so I have them saved on my device. Now I'm going to go into Adobe Lightroom Mobile, which anyone can use this. It's free. Well, there's a free version, and you have most of the basic editing things. So I'm gonna import my photos. So I'm gonna make a new album. I'll just title it YouTube video. And then I'm going to import my photos to my album. So now I have all my photos on here. So let's just go pick one. So usually I like to use my own presets or a couple that I've downloaded from other creators out there. There's a lot of free presets that you can find online. But mine are technically these 5 right here. My Moody Brown hasn't come out yet. I have Rare, Raise, Rosy, and Rust. So I'll usually just like to see what they look like on there. But I also have some other ones. I like to use the HB Goody a lot. So I'll show you how to use a preset first, and then we'll just do like raw editing from the start, and we'll do some color correcting and things. So I think I'm gonna pick Rust. And now we can do some more fine-tune editing. So I'm gonna go to crop, and I kind of want me to be in the center. That looks about good. And I'll also want the lines to be straight across. Okay. Now I usually go into lighting first, so it looks a little bright. I'm going to turn it down just a tad. Contrast is a little high. I'll turn that down too. So as you can see, a lot of these are already changed because they were saved in my preset. But I usually just like fiddle around a little bit. I don't usually do the same thing for every single photo because the lighting's always different, the colors are always different, so you kind of just have to see what works for you. So when I go to color, I usually don't change the temperature, the tint, or any of those. I'll usually go into the color mix and I'll change specific colors. So the red looks a little orange to me. I'm gonna bring it that way and brighten it up a little bit, turn the color down because it's a little too bright for me. Then we're gonna go to orange, which usually goes for the skin tone. So if I turn it up, it depends on the picture, but if you turn it up, usually it'll make you look tanner. But I'll leave it about there and turn it down just a tad. And I usually like my oranges a little more red rather than yellow. But this photo is very yellow and warm. And so I'm gonna kind of turn that down quite a bit. I usually keep my yellows pretty orange. And I'll kind of brighten it up a little. And those are mostly the three colors that I'll mess with. If there's grass or sky, I'll use the green or blue, but I rarely ever use the purple or the pinks. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll add grain, so you can go to effects and scroll down and do grain, and I'll usually put it up to about 70, and then change the size a little bit, and maybe even the roughness. So now you can see it's a little bit grainy. So yeah, it's pretty quick with the preset. Here's the before, and here's the after. So I kind of got rid of some of the yellow on the wall. I didn't really love all the yellow. I made it a little more white, and I made the yellows a little, like on the ground, are a little more orange tinted, and my red just pops a lot more. So that's that one. Now we can go to the next photo. We'll do another preset really quick. We'll go with this. Again, I want to make sure everybody is centered. So we're going to move that in a little bit and probably come down just a tad. Maybe. There we go. And right now the shadows look really harsh, so I'm going to turn the contrast down quite a bit and bring up the shadows so they're not so dark. Whites, I'll probably keep those about the same. I'll probably bring up the blacks a little bit too, because those help the shadows a lot. And turn the exposure down just a little bit. Okay, then into colors. It's already pretty warm, so I'm going to turn the temperature down just a tad. And I kind of like that it's a little pink. So we'll go into colors. My shorts look a little light, so I'm gonna darken them up a little bit. There we go. And the green shorts, I want those to pop just a tad. So we'll do that. I'm going to turn the orange down just a little, and we'll see what the yellows look like. Oh, they're not too bad. Maybe up the red just a little. Sometimes I'll just play with it, because if I don't see much change, I will kind of leave it where it's at. But this mostly just changes like lip color and a couple other details. And I'd call that good. Before and after. Okay, so now we'll just start with basics from the beginning. So first I'm gonna crop this person out just a little and put me in the center. And I'll probably cut my shoes out just a little bit. Okay. So first thing that I notice is the shadows are really dark. So we're gonna go into light and we're gonna bring up the shadows quite a bit. And same with the blacks just a little. So they're not so harsh on my face. And turn the contrast up just a tad. It's pretty bright. That looks good. Then I'll go to color. I usually go for more of a warm tone. It's already pretty bright and sunny out, so I don't have to move it too much. And I usually like pink rather than green. So I'll move it a little bit to the pink. And I don't really change vibrance too much because then it just starts to look kind of tacky and unnatural. And I'll maybe turn up the saturation just a tad so the trees show brighter. So we're gonna start with green because there's trees in this obviously. I usually don't go for the like an emerald green color. I kind of go for like a yellowish warm green. And I'll kind of deepen those, but I don't want my shorts to change too much. Yeah, we'll keep it about there. And then blue, since we have a blue sky, obviously this one doesn't do much, so I'll keep that one. We'll go to the darker blue. This changes a lot more. I want it to be a little lighter, so it doesn't take so much attention away from the rest of the photo. And I think that's probably good. Yeah. We'll go back to red. Mostly changes my lips and some of the tones of my face. Go to orange. I don't want it to look too drastic, you know, so I'll maybe turn it, I usually turn it down a little bit, but I'll turn the darkness down so then I look more tan. And I'd say that's like pretty good. That's before and after. So here's another photo of me. I'm first just gonna make this a little more level. And then it's a little dark. We're gonna turn that up. Turn down the highlights a little bit so you can see the sunset. We'll turn up the shadows quite a bit. Turn down the whites a tad. And turn up the blacks. Also, just a disclaimer, I am wearing pants in this photo. They're actually swim bottoms, but don't worry. I'm not giving you guys that much of a show. Okay, so yeah, I obviously like a warmer temperature. I want it to look warm and sunny. And then I'll go a little pink. Not too much though. Yeah. Then I'll go to colors. My face is a little too red, so I'm just gonna bring it to the orange side. And we're gonna brighten it up so you can see my face a little better. Orange is looking pretty good. I'll just try to make myself look a little more tan. Yeah, that's a big difference so far. Okay, yellow. I mean, this is a pretty yellow photo, but I kind of like it. I'll turn it down just a little bit. and bring it to the orange side of things. And I'll just pretty much leave it. There is some green, so I'm gonna bring it to the orange, yellow side again. Maybe even turn it down. I'll keep them pretty light though. There's a little bit of blue in this photo, but it's not gonna change too much. I'm probably just gonna turn them down. And I think that's about good. So before and after. That was a good time. I like that photo. We'll do another quick one. The shadows look pretty good in this. I'll still fiddle around with the light a tad. Maybe turn it down, up the contrast. Maybe turn down the highlights a little. And then we'll go to color again. Probably make it a little warm, a little pink. And then we'll go to mix. Mostly my lips are the only thing that's really red in this photo. We're just gonna turn it down so they look darker, not necessarily more red. Orange, we obviously want to look tan, but not too much. Also, you can really see my tan line in this photo, but that's already a big difference. We'll go to orange side, turn down the yellow quite a bit though, and we'll keep it pretty dark. There's some green, but I'll keep it to the green side of things and kind of turn it down. Mostly the light blue doesn't change a lot. It's the dark blue that really gets the pieces. So I also sometimes will just have to go back and change things that I already fixed so that I like it. I think that looks pretty good. I'll put some green on this one as well. Some photos you can see it a lot better than others. That looks pretty good actually. So before and after. We'll go back and do another preset with no subject. Let's go back to everyday one. We'll go straight to color and turn up the temp just a little bit. I want these bricks to be brighter. That looks really good actually. So there's a lot of yellow in this photo. I'm gonna turn it down to very orange. And there's some green. I'm gonna go to lighting. I want my boots to show a little darker, so my SD card got full. So we're gonna start where we left off. So turn the shadows down a little, the blacks down a little. That looks pretty good. I like that. So before and after. So that's how I edit my photos. Not too hard. You can definitely like fiddle around a lot with all of these tabs. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do. I don't really know what more to say. I spend a lot of time editing photos and I really enjoy it. So you kind of have to figure out what your vibe is, your aesthetic, and what kind of colors you like to use. But other than that, it's a pretty easy process. It just takes some figuring out and getting used to. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and got something out of it. Let me know other video ideas that you might want to see. And I hope you all are doing so well and are finding things to bring you joy in every day. And I will catch you guys next time.